Welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna be reacting to Islam Makhachev, how scary Islam is. This is part 2. For those of you who didn't watch part 1, I will put the link down below and let's start it.
You know, when I went up into the octagon after Habib said, I told you he's the best in the world. And yeah, I mean, to beat Oliveira is one thing, to beat him the way he beat him is another, and as fast as he did
Yes.
he looked incredible tonight. You know, the big question going in tonight was how was he going to deal with the pressure? He dealt with it just fine.
By fulfilling his father's plan, Islam began to make history right before our eyes. Together with his team,
Islam became a world champion by submitting the best jiu-jitsu practitioner in lightweight division. That's on its own says a lot about Islam, how good he is.
Called out the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world of mixed martial arts to immediately claim the title of the best.
But in the octagon came Alex Volkanovski, and you talk about fighting him in February for that belt that you just earned. What do you think about a matchup with Volk?
This guy is so small. I'm gonna stop this guy. Like what I did couple minutes ago, I can do same things. Take him down and finish him there, because I know this guy is so small, it's not my level.
Islam was fully aware of the harsh reality of becoming a champion. Let's take a look at the night many consider to be the toughest night in the career of the Dagestani champion. For the Russian fighter, this bout was his first title defense in the lightweight division. The Australian, after 4 successful defenses in the featherweight
Volk
division,
was crazy
moved up a
during
weight
this
class to
era.
become a 2-division champion. The fight between Makhachev and Volkanovski was also a battle for the top spot in the pound-for-pound rankings. For the first time in UFC history, the #1 ranked pound-for-pound fighter faced off against the #2. Makhachev was already considered the clear favorite
That was
before the
awesome.
fight. Fans and experts highlighted his advantage in size and physical strength. Islam and Alex approached this matchup on record-winning streaks. Makhachev, before the fight in Perth, had won 11 times in a row, with 5 of those victories coming by finish. Volkanovski
Usually we don't see like matchups like pound for pounds going at each other. This one was it, like pound for pound #1 versus pound for pound #2, which is amazing. And Alex was in a great shape.
In his
12
last 6 fights, he
winning
finished an opponent only once, but he consistently inflicted critical damage on his opponents.
Experienced a fight atmosphere like this. Volkanovski told us after the Brian Ortega fight he essentially feels unshakable. That's his turn the left hand over the top. There's the power that is spoken about. Volkanovski momentarily retreats. Remember when Islam became the lightweight champ? It was because he knocked down Charles Oliveira. You have to wonder about the mindset of both men. I think coming into
Wow,
this one,
that elbow was amazing.
Question realized he had a very tough opponent, that this was going to be an insanely hard night at the office.
Boom. Let's not lie, this fight was amazing, and nobody thought Alex would go toe-to-toe with Islam, and he did that. Like that fight was close. Islam won, but yeah, like in the fans' eye, like Volk won because he was a 145er and Islam is 155. So like for Islam, this is kind of like a downgrade, even though he won. Yeah, he put his aura a little bit.
Islam
But he
Makhachev
also
defeated
fought
Alexander Volkanovski
2
in the main
pound
event
for
of
pound.
UFC 284. The Dagestani fighter claimed victory after a tough 5-round battle, winning by unanimous decision. Makhachev successfully defended his lightweight championship for the first time in his career, handing the Australian his first loss in the UFC. After the fight, the champion stated that he hadn't expected such tough resistance from his opponent, and now rightfully considers himself the best in the promotion. Regardless regardless of weight class.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that's insane.
Oh, really?
That's insane.
God.
He got
Really?
robbed. He got fucking robbed.
I gotta see my
Oh,
2 grand.
No,
No.
no.
I win the bet. Shit. What the fuck? I still win my money.
Look, the fight was close, but nobody got robbed. Like Islam won fair and square. Like nowadays, when fight gets close, everybody says robbery if their favorite fighter didn't win. And no, Volk won.
I still think Volk won that.
Volk won that fight.
We were convinced.
Were we too biased?
We might have been biased.
This fight sparked many debates and articles.
You see, Joe knows. At least he admits, like, I might be biased, but other than like, I thought Volk won, but I was biased. Like Brandon,
No one expected a
I hate
dominant victory from Islam, but they quickly forgot that Volkanovski was ranked #1 pound for pound. Many criticized Islam, and the champion understood that a rematch was necessary. On the night of October 11th, UFC president Dana White shook the world of mixed martial arts with some big news. Former lightweight champion Charles Oliveira was out of the title rematch with Islam Makhachev, and just 10 days before UFC 294, Alex Volkanovski stepped in as a replacement. The Australian featherweight accepted the fight on short notice, and it seemed to be the perfect solution to save the event without any reputational loss. For such short notice, Volkanovski was an excellent replacement, and it was a huge win for the league that he agreed to take the fight. However, there are some questions about the replacement. Oliveira's withdrawal was sudden and unexpected. The Brazilian suffered a deep cut above his eyebrow just a day before his flight to Abu Dhabi. What's surprising is how quickly the UFC reacted and how fast Volkanovski's team agreed to the rematch.
Gold befitting a champion.
Yeah, very much.
For makhachev.
I think the idea that he was going to finish Volkanovski made him start a little faster than he normally does.
In that first fight, that was the first shot.
Yeah, you heard Volk say, right away.
Volkanovski's defensive wrestling was a big factor in that first fight. Blood in there somewhere, guys.
Makhachev has landed some really good kicks this round.
Well, I suppose if any fighter could weaponize pace and cardio without a training camp, it would be Volkanovski, but that does figure to be a tough proposition.
Boom! That kick was brutal. I feel sorry for Alex.
I'll remember what happened next. Islam didn't lie.
He knocked Volk out, even though it's a short notice fight. This fight was like, like this KO wasn't have anything to do with like short notice. Because if you won 5 rounds and Islam won by decision, you could say like Volk came in short notice, so his cardio was not 100% and everything. But this KO, regardless whether you do full camp or short notice, I feel like it's inevitable.
And showcased an incredible performance to the world. He became a dark mark on the career of the Australian monster. Makhachev not only handed him his first career loss, but also became the first to knock out the once dominant and brutal featherweight fighter in front of a global audience. Now, the whole world knows just how good Islam Makhachev is.
I am not just wrestler, I am not just grappler. I always training. I am an MMA fighter, and people have to know I am the best MMA fighter in the world right now.
Gaining incredible popularity, Islam became open to potential mega fights. Challenges were thrown at him by Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal, and even attempts were made to lure him into boxing.
I don't even know Jorge Masvidal
level of skills, Islam mastered the art of.
If this true shit, like Jorge Masvidal wanted to fight Islam would have killed him. Like he wouldn't strike him. Like he would just catch him, take him down, submit him, or smash him there.
Trolling.
Brother, honestly, this belt for the bumps, you know. First time who fight for this belt?
Diaz and Masvidal.
Diaz and Masvidal. The people who never can be champion, you know. They give him some belt.
I mean, he's not lying.
Fight for BMF. Gage and Poirier fight for the real belt many times, and they always lose, you know. And now Dana give him other belt. Guys, you have to be BMF champion.
And now, when Makhachev was free from defenses against clear contenders, fans began talking about a fight with the legendary Dustin Poirier. How do you think a fight between you two goes if it does happen?
Same things. I will take him down. He will try to give him guillotine, and I will take his back and choke him.
The organization worked quickly again, and soon we had an official fight announcement. Most were favoring the champion, but
look, Dustin is one of my favorite fighters. He goes to war every time he fights. He's an amazing fighter, and I'm glad they gave him the opportunity to fight Islam because he deserves.
He's a guy who can knock anyone out.
That's boxing. This is not boxing. This is MMA, man.
Well, you're gonna sleep like it's boxing.
We'll see. We'll see.
The fighters made the press conference heated, and at the final face-off, they had the crowd screaming.
I'm gonna knock you out Saturday. Sleep. I'm gonna sleep slap you.
You will sleep if you knock
I'm
out.
gonna sleep slap you. You're gonna be diving for my legs, praying.
You will sleep.
You're gonna be diving for my legs. Don't sleep.
Don't say.
Don't sleep.
You see, Dustin said motherfucker. Like in America, that is a normal thing. Like it's a metaphor. Islam thought Dustin was talking about his mother, so he got mad.
Be respectful. Don't do this.
No, listen, one thing I want to. Brother, it's not in my country. You cannot say this.
I have respect for you, brother.
You don't say.
Don't get in my face like this. We're gonna.
Of course, the Dagestani was the clear favorite in this fight, especially since Islam had Khabib Nurmagomedov in his corner, and perhaps many expected an easier victory for Makhachev. But it's worth mentioning that Islam kept his promise. He had repeatedly said that he was ready to stand and trade with Poirier on his own turf, and he did just that. Dustin seriously tagged Makhachev, creating problems for the Russian champion. But Islam also solidly beat up the Diamond on the feet, especially with the knee to the head from the clinch. Islam and Dustin gave the crowd a thrilling 5-round fight, with everything successful takedowns from Makhachev, Poirier's solid defense, and other moments. A striking war where both had excellent shots, and as a climax, a submission from the champion. Islam defended his title against a lightweight, answering many critics. And not just any lightweight, but one of the brightest legends not only of the lightweight division, but of the sport as a whole. Right after the fight, Makhachev thanked Dustin for the performance, and the fighters embraced each other and showed mutual respect.
Islam teach him how to choke people. That's it. I have very big respect for him. End of the day, it's like this is life, all about respect.
Right now, Makhachev is the best at what he does. He really is terrifying and hopeless for his opponents. To face Makhachev in the cage is to confront your deepest, most brutal fears in real life.
Islam versus Dustin fight was also great. Like we already saw his striking against Alex, but we also seen him like now with a really lightweight, and he was good. Islam is in striking, when it comes to striking, a lot better than Khabib, and everybody knows that.
This guy is a true beast, and he won't stop at anything to achieve his goals.
Wow, that is an awesome video. It's about how scary Islam is. When was the last time? I think he fought. That is the last time Islam fought Dustin. Who else fought you? Yeah, he fought after this video. He fought what was the Brazilian dude? He was supposed to fight Arman. Arman pulled out, and after that he fought Moicano. How the hell I forgot his name? He fought Moicano, submitted him in round 1, and that's about it. Thanks for staying. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, like, touch the ring bell, and more videos will be coming soon. Thanks for staying.